I'm saying though, if I wanted to get my body like an actor's body in 14 days, how do I change that with just my diet?
So the diet goes hand in hand with the stuff that we would do here. The stuff that you guys do and the stuff that I'm used to doing as well, it's all performance-based, which is great. Nothing wrong with that at all. But there's a little bit of a difference with performance and just specifically shaping certain areas. Like if we, let's just say, for the main thing that guys like us would look for on a camera roll would be broad shoulders into a super small waist, having kind of a broad shape. Whereas we would kind of focus on things just upper body mainly, not saying no legs at all, but more body weight for legs, so it kind of tones them out, keeps them nice and lean, building out the shoulders a little bit so it makes you look a little bit wider, building out the upper lat so it gives you that kind of V upwards shape, and then everything else kind of just fills in. But the foods you eat basically go hand in hand. It's like me giving the wrong gas to a car. Right. It's gonna perform, but it won't be as that same level that you normally would get performance.
Right. Can't put 87 in a Ferrari engine.
That's right. Man. That's right. But I mean, what kind of training do you guys normally go through? I mean, you guys do a lot of power stuff.
I do more
training.
power, explosion, and speed rather than super heavy, and then you don't need that anymore because you just putting too much pressure on your joints and all that. So I don't need 4 plates on bench press, but I do need power and explosion if I want to jam somebody and throw them get off the block.
Right, and off the line, you guys got to have that first step. That first step's explosive. So you guys are used to that quick kind of right away. Right when you hear that whistle go, it's bam, get ready to go.
Yeah.
Whereas it's a little bit different for the training. For just the look, because they don't have that need to be as explosive.
Right.
Michael B. Jordan went from skinny to freaking hand.
Yeah, how do you do that?
I mean, we work with his trainers too. I mean, he's a hard-working dude, but he went into crazy diet mode. I mean, the leaner foods, staying away kind of from red meat, more egg whites, because egg whites are basically no calories, and you just get the protein from them.
Right.
So egg whites, a lot of chicken, ton of fish, but more importantly, he just got the sleep is the only time. Man, I know he looks great, right? but he slept a lot. Sleeping is the only time the body physically changes shape.
Right.
So if you get person A and person B, person A works out 10 hours a day but sleeps 1 hour. Person B, they're the same body type, right? Mm-hmm. Person B works out for 1 hour a day but sleeps 10 hours a day. Mm-hmm. Same guy, the person B who works out less and sleeps more and looks so much better. They always put in more work.
That's why coach always telling us to get rest. Get off the feet, get rest, get off the feet, get rest, get off the feet, get rest.
Okay, if I'm in the gym 8 hours a day, we're ready,
Yeah,
bring it on.
That's true.
When the body gets that rest and it could sleep, it's like, okay.
Because of what, the HGH and stuff and all that?
All the body, it just re-regulates differently. The whole systems get all differently, organized, but they all work together.
I ain't gonna lie, I can work out, I can train, I can do all that. But when I'm rested, I'm my best self every time. When I'm rested, I'm my best self.
And you guys
even if I'm on the football field, whatever. Yeah, if I'm on the football field, if I'm in the classroom, whatever. When I'm rested, I feel like I'm the best in the world. If I can work out all day and overload myself, and I feel like I'm getting better. But if I'm not rested, I just don't feel good.
Yeah.
And what's a normal night of sleep look like? How many hours do you guys normally get? What?
I'm getting a healthy 8 or 9.
But it's harder though, because training camp, you might not get.
You're not getting it.
You might not get it in training camp.
You're not gonna get it.
Bet check at 11 o'clock. I'm getting to bed at 11 o'clock.
Well, you gonna try?
Because you got more workouts and stuff to do.
Meetings and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like for the most part, to the regular person, they look at just athletes in general, but football players, we just go out in the field and we play football and it's all fun and dandy, but we put in a lot of work.
Yeah, but the thing is, people see you guys work out and practice, when you're not playing, but they see mainly is what's happening during the games, But they don't see all the hard work that you guys put in off season,
The mental game, the physical game, it's a lot. It's not only one or the other. We have both. Right. And then a lot of times people look at us like we incompetent or stuff like that, but you have to also understand the playbook. Right. You have to also understand a lot of stuff, and then you have to study film too, which is a whole classroom in itself.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's a lot of stuff. Like they say, you're going to practice, not work.
Yeah.
That's something that always irks my nerves because I'm like, this is my job. Yeah. I can get cut today, tomorrow, and nobody would care. And y'all got the same. Y'all go to work just like me, But maybe mine is just in a shorter span, but I still have to do it all year long. No matter when I stop working out, like I don't stop working out. I have to keep working out. My body doesn't look right. I can't go into training camp and mess up the conditioning test. And now I'm like out of a job.
That's the same thing. If you're not fit for the role, then you like you said, you can be cut anytime. So I hear you.
Staying healthy is like that's our main money source. Like that's what all our money going into is just staying healthy. Our body, what we eat, all that's like one. It's like a connected train. Like one can't go without the other. You feel me? Like I can't sleep without eating good. I can't sleep good without eating good. You know what I'm saying? So like everything marries up with each other. You know, so if you can get everything to connect well and have that nice little flow, have that nice little rhythm, eating good, balancing out your health, and on top of that, sleeping well and just doing the right things with your body. You know, like little things, getting pedicures, manicures, you know, just grooming yourself into the man that you want to be until that season start. Because when the season start, like your time is consumed, it's compressed. You meeting everybody else's demands. You meeting the coaches, the owners' demand. But when you're in your off season, it's like our time to get right, our time to really focus on self and just get some real good rest in and get some good eats in.
For sure.
So when you guys are watching film, breaking down after games or practicing and stuff, do you guys see certain things? Okay, I could do that better. Let me work on that today. Do you guys ever have that?
Yeah.
Or is it kind of just okay? Today I'm focusing more on agility day. Or is it just more kind of compound exercise where you do certain things that require, you know,
it's kind of both.
Press or things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of both. We're gonna attack our own weaknesses because that's obviously key in the NFL. But like also we getting better too. We also getting stronger faster at the same time. You know, I'm gonna work on my strengths and I'm gonna get bigger, stronger, and faster at the same time. And that's where you become a pro at. You know, that's the difference between being a collegiate athlete and being a pro. A pro gonna make sure he cover all his cover all the bases. Leave no stone unturned.
That's a good
I think now being in the league is more of a mental game. Like everybody knows that you're an athlete. Everybody knows that you're good enough. You're in the league now. So it's all about your mental preparation, being able to go into the film room, gain that knowledge off the last film that you just created. So from that game, as soon as the game is over, you're probably gonna watch the film. What I do, I watch the film right as soon as the game is over. Get it, especially you want to know what's going on, and then you're gonna watch it again with your coaches. Then you're gonna watch it again to see where you guys made your mistakes and where you need to clean it up.
Right.
Because if you're not trying to clean it up, you're not gonna get better or progress.
That's a good point.
So it's like the people who don't watch it and people who like I don't care about it is like you're not progressing, and then you're just holding your team back because you don't want to get better for yourself.
And you also seeing your performance. If your performance ain't going up, you know what I'm saying? Them stats ain't up.
Not going up.
It's gonna show. It's gonna show.
Yeah.
It's gonna show.
You guys eat anything pregame meals, but to have anything specific to get energy, or is it kind of just?
I do. I eat carbs.
Pasta.
Pasta, mashed potatoes, and a steak all combined. Like that's like
for me,
I'm smaller, so I'm 175. They bigger than me, so like them boys, you know. And I'm eating my veg, I'm eating my greens, but I try to gain as much energy as I can and unload on the football field as fast as I can when I'm out there, because them carbs. That's where I get all my energy from, carbs and greens. So I fill up on that before the game, and of course water. Gatorade.
How important is hydration?
I eat a lot of spinach before the game.
Hydration.
Raw spinach.
You need that.
I eat raw spinach. A lot of raw spinach. Before the game.
Wow.
Like raw spinach and pineapples, strawberries. Fill up on that.
You lose out on a lot of sweat, so hydration is definitely key. A lot of stuff is sodium. I take right stuff. I don't know if y'all take that right stuff.
Right stuff.
But it has a lot
Right
of
stuff cool too.
sodium in it.
Yeah, right stuff.
But in terms of eating before the game or even before practice, I make sure I eat a lot of calories. So for me, I burn a lot of calories at rest. My metabolism is really fast. So at rest, I burn like 2,600 calories just at rest.
That's great.
That's insane.
Yeah. So.
Keep the other end
But
going. Like
look how much volume you got. A lot of
Yeah,
volume.
so I gotta eat a lot because I feel like if I don't eat enough and I go out to practice, I gotta burn something. I know a lot of people, a lot of players that can't eat before practice, but I have to eat before practice. I gotta eat before practice because halfway through practice, I burn like everything I ate halfway through practice.
Yes.
And I gotta rely on like fast sugars and things like that. But like I said, these are all things that people think that we don't put into consideration. They just think we go out there and play. But there's so much more to it than just going out there and playing a game of football.
Right.
You got to take all of that stuff into consideration because you want to be at your peak performance. And then like what he was saying, I feel like the other thing about being a pro is pros only make that mistake one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They make a mistake, they learn from it. They don't keep making the same mistake over and over again because that separates the good players from the great players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's definitely it's a good point. Well, you guys heard all the chatter right here. Check it out. It's Celebrity Sweat.